hoods like Kilo. Dirty ass deep cochino. Just last night I left Reno. Fuck your hoe like Kilo. Making major moves from that 8-1. It's being laid back, better pay some. It's beef from the bait and we go down. I ain't got the way, finna take some. Bunch of little acres on the internet. Flipping on the script and I ain't feeling it. Yelling out hoods, they ain't even it. I'm making all the plays, need my dividends. All of my bros puffing president.
Yo, what's up, you guys? So I'm back with another video. Actually hitting you guys with something different today. You can tell by the thumbnail. Working on an 06 Acura TSX. You know, works for 04 and 08 as well. I'm going to be replacing my power steering pump since the other one went to shit. As you can tell right here, this thing just the car. I'm gonna show a mess in the car. I think it was like a bad gasket or something. I was able to spot it out, and it was leaking all over the alternator, which is bad. So we're gonna go ahead and replace this, and I'm gonna show you guys step by step on how to do it. For any of you guys that own a TSX, I know some of you guys do, surprisingly. I noticed a lot of people that own Accords own Acuras. So funny how that works. So I've seen people that have like the CG with the TSX, or the Accords 01 with like the 06. But yeah, this is the brand I went with, Cardone. It came with 2 O-rings, and I'm gonna use this for the power steering fluid replacement. Master Pro Chemicals, Premium Honda, so that's multi-purpose. Hopefully that's a good choice. If anything, leave your guys' comment on what I should have used or should use in the future, since by the time you guys see this video, it's gonna be already done. But yeah, this is the power steering pump. One thing that I noticed, some of them do come with, I mean, unless they don't all the time, but it didn't come with the pulley. So you guys are gonna have to replace it. But like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. This is gonna be somewhat a fast video, since this is pretty much all I'm gonna do. But expect videos for the Acura TSX as well, since when I got the car, for the price I got it for, I knew it was gonna come with all these new replacements it's gonna need. For example, the power steering pump. This is, you know, whatever, but might do that with like aftermarket, carb legal, intake manifold. It needs new axles. It also needs new motor mounts. Like I'm telling you guys, I think the firewall one too, and whatever else it needs. It doesn't really feel horrible, but for sure in a pull, sometimes it'll give me a nasty tug. But yeah, we'll see how that goes along the way. So let's get to it. All right, guys, so first step is getting to the tensioner to remove the belt, to get to the pulley, to remove the pulley and to remove the whole thing. I don't know why. I was assuming it was going to be a 14 millimeter. Maybe this switches up on the year of the car. You guys let me know in the comments if you guys have a TSX, but in my case, mine is a 15 millimeter for the tensioner, and I'm going to be using a 17. So basically, I'm gonna make this into a torque wrench. So what I used was a 15 and a 17. I don't know if you guys ever knew this, but you know, a little life hack. You kind of just put it on there. You find your way. You know when it's on there correctly. And when you put it on there, hopefully it doesn't slip on my, because I'm using one hand. It'll be able to torque it a lot better, as you can see. So once you torque it back, you'll be able to remove the belt. My dumbass accidentally dropped it, since I wanted to record and use one hand. Dropped the 15. All right, guys, so next is to remove the pulley. We're gonna need a 19 millimeter, and I put this wrench here so it'll prevent the pulley from moving around. And again, using the 17 millimeter as a torque bar. So basically, you know, like so, and then, you know, let me go ahead and show you guys once it's broken. All right, as you guys tell, it's loosened up, so we're gonna go ahead and remove the pulley. One hand problems. shit, I'm about to drop this too. There you go, you got yourself a pulley. Okay, so once you get the pulley out, next is the high pressure line, which is using 10 millimeter to remove these bolts. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, because you can tell I got them all loosened up using the 10 millimeter. One hand problems. All right, so let me go ahead and loosen these for you guys. So, you know, this is where you're gonna pull it. I definitely recommend having like a rag or something for the mess it's gonna make. So there you go. Just in case, you know, my shit's dirty as fuck. But for anybody that wants to keep theirs clean, yeah, have that there just in case. Still got some in there, so I don't have a problem with that, but we'll figure it out. So next thing is removing the low pressure hose. Let's see if I can get it with one hand. So we got the low pressure hose next. After you remove the high pressure one, you remove the hose. Sorry guys, one hand problems. There goes one handed problems. I need myself a fucking tripod or something. So you get that bitch out. Once you get that hose out, you basically almost have full access to your power steering pump. So you got those two things. So let's go on to the next one. All right guys, so now to remove the power steering pump, we're gonna get this 12 millimeter bolt out, and then there's one down here, 12 millimeter bolt. So let's go ahead and break those off. All right guys, so once you get them loosened up, you know, with your own method, over here using like my own personal torque method, but as you can tell, they're loose. You know, they're not super hard to take off. But yeah, once you get them all loosened up, you know, you just go ahead and loosen them up. You know, take them all out. Get the bottom one all the way out. You already start seeing it's wiggling. Obviously, you guys will catch it when it falls out with the two hands, but over here trying to do one hand. So there you go, look. What power steering? So here's your shit power steering, which I'm gonna set over here because I might need some parts out of it, because I heard you might need this hole if mine doesn't line up. Well, actually, I am gonna need it because it didn't come with it. Just like it didn't come with a pulley. I know sometimes it does, but in this case, we're gonna use both. So yeah, there you have it. It's out. And now me, since all this got messy, I'm gonna just try to give it a little quick cleanup, since I definitely have more room to clean and catch any future power steering pump leaks or anything else that's maybe leaking out of this. So yeah. One thing I forgot to mention actually before removing the power steering pump, to make it easier for you guys, that way you have more torque, I recommend removing this from the old power steering, just because, you know, you'll have more torque to be able to take off the 10 millimeter instead of struggling it once it's already off. But just a heads up, do that first if you get the chance, but if not, it's okay, it'll still come off. But like I said, mine didn't come with it, so I would have to replace it and put this back onto here, and then just make sure to put your O-ring in like so. So keep the highest pressure possible. You know, you don't want any leaks, so get that one in there. And then same thing with the other side with the high pressure hose. But yeah, it's slap this on here. One sec. So yeah guys, so you would basically remove this from the old one, put your O-ring in first, and then squeeze this in, and then screw on your 10 millimeter like so. And then get on there tight. All right guys, so once you get this on there, you would notice it's gonna line up perfectly, and then you would get your 12 millimeter bolts, basically working backwards. So I'm going ahead and mount this down tight. That way I could put the pulley back on. And then once I put the pulley back on, you know, you could go ahead and just put the high pressure hose back on, and make sure you put the O-ring that it comes with, if it did come with one, which I hope so, unless your other one's fine. But other than that, you would put that on as well, bolt it down as well, and put the belt on after that, and pretty much done from there. You have yourself a brand new power steering pump. Tighten back up the bolts, you know, you put in your pulley all the way in. Had to give it a little cleanup, you know, might as well make it look a little nicer after that mess it just caused. Still messy, you know, what could I do, but you know, make it look a little better. So yeah, just go ahead and put your bolt as well, and there goes my fucking bolt. Always dropping shit. But yeah, you put your bolt, tighten that up, high pressure hose back on, and then you put on your belt, put this back on, make sure all your hoses are in, and that's pretty much it for that. Put in your power steering fluid, air it out for any air bubbles and stuff like that, and you're all set. The pulley's back in. So now I'm gonna put on the high pressure hose. Make sure it looks good in there. Just kidding. So then from there, we're gonna go ahead and add this O-ring for, you know, the best pressure you could get when you're hitting those corners. No, I'm just joking. But honestly, I'm surprised the other one didn't come with an O-ring. Unless it got worn out or swallowed. But I mean, I don't think that's the O-ring. No, yeah, it wasn't. So maybe it's something new, or just didn't have one. Maybe it's been replaced before. Who knows? But once you get the high pressure hose in, you
put your 10mm screws in there, you know, simple. Tighten them up. Almost there, guys.
there you have it. Slap on your hoses. You know, one hand problems. Boom. Those were already in. Boom. Now all you need is the belt. So, you know, you get access to the tensioner again. Honestly, you can't do that with the camera in my hand, so give me just 1 second. Alright guys, so once you get your band on, and you got your high power hose on, lower power hose on, everything is on. You know, everything's for sure intact. Last but not least is, keep saying that, is the power steering fluid. Like I said, I was using this Master Pros Chemicals Premium Honda Multi-Purpose, you know, blah 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 power steering fluid. So let's go ahead and put that in there. So let's go ahead and add that. So once you added your power steering fluid, I would suggest just turning on the car for a little bit to make sure there's no air bubbles. I wanted to show you guys the whining and how bad it was, but I'm pretty sure you guys will get the idea, especially if you guys are going to do this yourselves right now before you're placing it. So let's go ahead and turn on the car. All right, so the band didn't come off. Hey, it's my first time for this too, guys. So there you have it. Then let it flow for a little bit. Everything sounds good so far. You can kind of hear it getting a little quieter. tell, but the car steering fluid went down too. Alright guys, there you have it. New power steering pump on the 2006 Acura TSX. Works for 04 to 08. You know, if anybody is curious about the Acura, no, I did not get rid of it. No, I'm not done working on it. It's actually right here behind me. But you know, gotta keep the daily right too, little by little. But do expect another video soon. Thank you for your patience, for the support, for the subscribers. I'm watching you guys. I think last time I checked, we were at 181 subscribers, which is amazing. Really, thank you guys. And if you haven't and you're watching, and you're that one guy that hasn't subbed, you know, you know, go give me a sub, man. Let me know you subscribed in the comments. I really appreciate it. I'm expecting to give shout outs, you know, eventually. If you guys like that, let me know. You know, you want to hear your name out or a shout out, your Instagram on my videos, you know, make it more entertaining for you guys. But comment down below what you guys think and what I should do to the TSX. You know, I've been thinking about doing things to it, but you know, technically gotta keep it original. That's it for this video, guys. So until next time, peace.